Hey guys, Dr. Joe here with Performance and Recovery Clinic. Here in the mountains, things are starting to freeze up. We're starting to get our first couple snows, which means one thing. It's time to get ready for ski and snowboard. So I'm going to show you a couple of exercises that you can do to strengthen up the endurance of your legs, the hips, and make sure you get nice and strong so you're dialed in and preventing injuries this winter. So we have the basic kind of like the wall sit, which is awesome, really gets these quads to fire up, but we can do some easy alterations with this. We can easily just like start lifting up a leg up here and out to challenge ourselves in different motions here. So putting ourselves in this kind of stuff creates a little bit of instability, trains up individual, as we are with like ski and snowboards. They work together, but also have to do things individually for their legs. The other thing we can do to make this a little bit more challenging, we could grab a band. We can do a quick little knot right here to make it a loop, having just a little bit of tension and then going through that. So this is gonna help build out the outside of our quads. And these IT bands, getting these hips to engage a little bit more. And same kind of concept of lifting up a leg, trying to keep that raised up to help strengthen this. And if you do challenges of about 20 to 30 seconds of these holds, we can add a little bit of movement like this to help further engage those muscles, to continue building up strength. These are all going to be important things. Now there's another alteration that we can do, and that's using just a towel or a blanket or anything that's going to cause a little bit of instability. If we have a big foam pad, we can kind of use that as well. We put that underneath our feet as we stand here, and that's going to create a little bit more instability, challenging some of those muscles on the inside and the bottom part of our feet, those intrinsic foot muscles. And again, keeping that engaged, if we can get these toes to rise up a little bit, that's going to engage more muscles throughout the entire leg. And I can tell you that this is much more challenging now that I shifted onto the towel versus just the plain yoga mat, okay? And we can just add a little bit of this motion here, and this is causing a lot more challenges. This is for the outside of our quads. Now, there's a way we can challenge the inside of our quads. Now, a way we can challenge the inside of our quads is we can grab a ball, like this soccer ball. We can put this between our legs, right above the knees, and squeeze. Now, this is gonna work the adductors, right? Just get that into proportion. And then we can also, again, do the same thing of doing single leg variances. We do first on flat ground. And once we're feeling nice and strong and confident with that, with our wall sits, then we can put this towel back in place and do the same thing. And yeah, I'll tell you what, just adding a towel, this is folded up a few times, that adds a lot more instability to the ground. Makes it much more challenging, and I can feel these muscles working much harder without causing too much more challenges. There's a low risk of injury. I'm not having you lift up really heavy weight. We're not trying to explode onto different kinds of boxes. Box jumps are great, but they elevate the increase of injury. Adding something like a towel here is a very low rate of injury. So there's a low risk to have yourself injured before your season starts, and we are trying to avoid our injuries. However, just doing something where we have a little bit of simple, basic things like the towel creates instability on the ground, which allows our the strength to increase around the knee, around the ankle, and into the feet. This is going to help prevent our injuries later this season. So using things like a towel allows our legs to grow stronger with only adding a little bit of risk so we don't create a high level of injury for ourselves while training and trying to prevent injury from happening. I'm Dr. Joe with Performance and Recovery Clinic here in the Roaring Fork Valley. If you are looking to get yourself into ski shape, prevent future injuries, or recovering from current injuries, why don't you give us a call or visit our website at rfvchiro.com.